We're going to talk about why women are into women more than anything.
Do you find yourself struggling to meet women through online dating apps? Are you tired of constantly swiping left with no success and not knowing what to say to get the attention of a woman? Look no further. Our expert tips and tricks will give you the confidence you need to succeed in the online dating world. It's time to start taking control of your dating life and master the art of online dating. Imagine meeting some of the most attractive women in the world. Our game-changing program will help you navigate the world of online dating with confidence and charm. From creating a standout profile to crafting the perfect message, we've got you covered every step of the way. Our program covers everything you need to know to make a lasting impression. Say goodbye to endless swiping and hello to meaningful connections with the women of your dreams. Join the countless men who have found success in meeting women through online dating by following our time-tested and proven strategies. Take the first step towards improving your dating life today. Master the art of online dating and take your game to the next level. With our proven strategies, you'll be a pro at online dating in no time. So don't wait. Go to onlinedatingfordummies.com and get started today. And take control of your dating life, and you'll be light years ahead of most men with our groundbreaking program. Get ready to swipe right with confidence and watch your success explode. So don't wait. Get started today by going to onlinedatingfordummies.com and take the first step towards finding your perfect match.
So there you have it. Like, share this video, and let's get into it, man. Because I've yet to find any woman that can really tell me what is the benefit of hanging around a bunch of women. Where is the benefit? I haven't really got a logical answer. Everything is based on how they feel, and I said, yeah, but going out on trips and going to Jamaica or to the Virgin Islands or going to Mexico and partying and everything, that's not really a benefit. But where is I'm talking tangible benefit, something that not only helps you, but helps people around you, your family, your kids, if you got them, your husband, if you got them. Because some of these women that cherish their friendships with other women, they go to, they take girls trips too. But I've said, where's the benefit though? Now, if I ask a woman, what's the benefit of spending time around a man? Oh, she'll come up with that answer. She said, I can start a family. We'll have more income and create generational wealth and be able to pass things down to our kids. We can change our whole family tree and change his family tree and on and on and on and on. It's like, but when I say, hey, what's the benefit of hanging around women and you're spending all this time around somebody, you just having fun. Where is the benefit? It's crickets. Everything is kind of like just having fun and getting drunk, getting high, and having sex with a bunch of random dudes. That ain't really no benefit. That ain't no flex. I mean, running through guys and running through women ain't really a big deal. It's never been a big deal, but people make it a big deal because they never done it before, or maybe they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, women are way too close to other women. They got, you got groups of women that are getting on planes and trains and traveling, and they be chanting girl power. I'm like, bro, that's some weirdo shit, bro. I didn't see that. I didn't see that when I was growing up. My mom and my aunts and my sisters, they don't hang around a bunch of women like that. They don't hang around packs of women and let's go take a trip with just all girls. I'm like, that's some weirdo shit. And they don't spend the night at other women's house and like that's your boyfriend or your girl. That's weirdo shit. Weirdo degenerate shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's some weirdo shit, man. It's just, I never saw that when I was growing up. And then the weird thing is you have women that'll kiss other women and they'll say, "Oh, I'm not gay though, or I'm not a lesbian. That was just a one-time thing." Look, let me tell you something. I don't buy into I don't subscribe to a lot of these concepts. If you kiss a woman, your ass is gay in my book. I don't know, I don't know how you come up. I don't know who came up with this shit. But I tell you one thing, if you lay up with a woman, kiss a woman, lick on a woman and all this, look, you dive head first in between a woman's leg, as far as I'm concerned, you're gay. I don't buy into the concept of you're bisexual. Look, if you're confused about your sexuality, you're just a confused person. I mean, I never bought into the bi thing, bisexual, and I just never bought into it. People, justify whatever they want to justify. But it's hard for me to take a woman serious if she's changing who she want to sleep with from week to week, month to month, year to year. And then you have someone with, I only done it one time. Well, if you done it one time, that shit was in you. You thought about doing it. You thought what it would be like being with another woman. So just because maybe you didn't like it, you did it. You can't erase what happened. It's in your mind. It's in your memory banks. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't mean that, you're given a pass in my book. I don't play around like that. Yeah, I don't buy into all that shit. There's some guys that might turn them on, but no, that's not a flex. That's not something that if I find out a woman kissed another woman or laid up with another woman at some given time before I met her, some guys, they turn on. They're like, oh, okay, that's great. We can have a threesome one day. It ain't really that serious to me. I don't buy into all that shit, And then you have women today, have their man around all their friends. Oh, yeah, she'll have access to all. Their husband or boyfriend or whatever he is will have access to all their friends. They all be hanging around together, double dating and traveling together, And when the husband fucks one of her friends, she's upset. I'm like, you stupid broad. What do you expect? I'm not saying that the dude is justified to sleeping with your friend, but I mean, you shouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. Now, when I was growing up, I didn't see my mom having my dad around a bunch of women that she knew. I didn't see my aunts or my sisters having their husbands around a bunch of guys, around a bunch of women that they knew. I didn't see that shit. I didn't start seeing that shit until I went to college. That's when I started seeing that shit. And then when I went in the Navy, that's when I started seeing a lot of that shit. And to me, that was some weirdo shit. I'm like, it's like any woman can come around the husband, or any woman can come around the boyfriend. And as soon as the boyfriend smash one of her friends, she's all mad and upset. I'm like, what are you upset for? You kind of set the stage, but you don't want to take responsibility because this is see, the women, they get a pass, even though the women might have initiated the whole thing, and she might have played on the guy's natural instincts as a man. But see, she won't blame her friend. She'll blame the dude, and she might even let the dude go. And the girlfriend is still around. They still friends to this day. See, that type of shit more than likely wouldn't have happened when my mom and my aunts was growing up, And see, the problem with a lot of women today is women don't separate themselves from the hoes and the degenerates and the home wreckers. Like my mom used to say, women today, they say, oh, she's not that bad. We can be friends too. Women will bring anyone around. She might be the lowest of lows, and she's okay. She can hang with us too. She's not that bad. Now, that type of shit didn't happen when I was growing up. If a woman was a home wrecker, they like, yo, you gotta get up out of here. You can't hang with us. We ain't having that around us. You know what I'm saying? And women wouldn't hook up a home wrecker with a decent guy. That didn't happen either. Women today will hook up a home wrecking, no good, dirty ass bitch with a guy that's decent, a guy that she says she cares about, and knowing that it's gonna turn out bad, but she'll hook him up with the dude anyway. And then, so I'm like, well, who's she looking out for? Is she looking out for the hoe, or is she looking out for the guy that she deems as a good guy, and even she might even say that's her friend? So who's she really looking out for? That type of scenario will never happen. Like when I was growing up, I've never seen that shit happen like that. People usually got together with somebody that today they would say that's equally yoked. But today, you got people that's basically looking out for the person that they want to look out for. And so I'm like, well, what type of shit is that? That ain't no real friendship. If you're not supposed to hook your friend up with somebody that you don't deem respectful, if you really care about them, So I think today a lot of women just try to put all the women in the basket and start talking this shit, girl power and all this nonsense. And in reality, there is no girl power. When a lot of these women start talking that girl power shit, if you really ask them what they mean by that, most of the time, girl power is basically a woman being able to do what she wants to do without being judged. And the guy that she eventually gets with, settle down with in a long-term relationship, he has to be okay with her past and her bad habits. That's what girl power really is. Girl power is the woman gets to call the shots and the guy has to follow. And the woman has to take the lead. The woman has to make all the decisions for her, not the family, for her. That's girl power for a lot of these women out here. That's what they really mean by girl power, So see, I didn't see that when I was growing up. When I was growing up, I saw two people, my mom and my father. They worked together as a team. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the end of the day, my dad, he made the final decision, but they still worked as a team, like Bonnie and Clyde type shit. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? And both of them put the work in. Whatever needed to be done, they figured it out. They worked it out. That's how it was. There wasn't no damn nobody combative, arguing and busting and fighting, and it wasn't none of that shit. And they looked at things for what it was. That doesn't mean they liked a lot of stuff that was going on outside of our household. You know what I'm saying? But what they did is they shielded me away from all the bullshit that was going on outside the household. And I remember they used to tell me that, son, when you leave this house, most people out there, they don't really care about you. So I always keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? And here is one thing, but outside this household is another thing. So, and they was always honest. I always respected my parents, because anything that I wanted to know that they didn't necessarily want to talk about, I could tell they didn't really want to talk about it, but they was honest and told me the truth. So I always respected them. It doesn't matter what the topic was about. There's certain things, maybe they were uncomfortable with talking about them, but they talking about it anyway. They told me the truth, and they kept it real, like some people like to say, But they told me that there's some women out here. My dad told me this. He said, "Look, some women out here, it's hoes. Every woman ain't like your mom, son." You know what I'm saying? My dad used to tell me that. And he repeatedly used to tell me this. This is not like a one-off. He used to tell me this at least once a month. You know what I'm saying? From the age of 10 to about 18, I would say. This was like a routine thing, because he would show me certain women when we're out and about. And he said, "You see that woman right there? That's the type of woman that you want to stay away from." And then he would go on the other side. He would say, "That's the type of woman you want to stay close to." You know what I'm saying? And he said, "You don't necessarily gotta be in a relationship with her, like same household type deal, but you just want to have some type of friendship with somebody like that, because you just never know where things could go." You know what I'm saying? In the near future. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could end up building something together. Something that could help you and your family and her family. So you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So my dad used to always say, always establish boundaries and maintain open communication. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean you gotta call them all the time or whatever. But he said, just when you see them, just speak to everybody. Don't just speak to her, and don't speak to the husband or the kids. Speak to everybody. Be cordial. And if you, with your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, introduce everybody. You know what I'm saying? So those are just some stuff that my dad taught me, like little stuff like that. Always be cordial and have good social skills. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be, you don't have to be shy and act like you don't know what to say. Talk. Shit, you got a mouth. You got a closed mouth, don't get fed. So you got to talk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't know what to say. People don't know how to break the ice. So hey, sometimes you got to break the ice. Sometimes you got to take the lead. And he said that if you're a man, the honest and the responsibility is on you to take the lead. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait for anybody else to take the lead. You take the lead. Don't wait around and look around and see what everybody else gonna do. You take the lead. You step up to the plate. You speak up. You know what I'm saying? So this is some stuff I was told, and it's early as a kid, and it was ingrained in me. You know what I'm saying? From at an early age. You know, but if I didn't have a father around to tell me this, I don't think I would have known. I mean, who would have told me? I don't know. You might say, well, your uncles. I don't know. My uncles weren't really around like that. My uncles wasn't really around like that until the summertime. You know, but during the school months, most of my uncles were up north, in like New York City. So I don't know if I would have gotten that from them. You know, I'm not sure, but you know. But women today are different, and they're built different too. That's another thing. Women today are not like your grandmother or your mom, depending on how old your mom is. I would say if is a cutoff age. I'm gonna say the women over the age of 67. The women over the age of 67 is a different type of woman, I would say. Over the age of 67, they're different. You know, 67 and above, that's a different type of woman. The women that are below, women between the age, I'm gonna say below 67, some people call them the baby boomer age of women or whatever. Well, people just in general, baby boomers. A lot of those women are selfish. Those are the selfish group of people, men and women. They basically failed their kids. They didn't prepare most of the kids. And a lot of these kids out here trying to figure shit out on their own. They kind of let their kids to the wolves, you know? So see, you got some 60-year-old dudes, men and women out here that got kids that's like 25, 35, 40, and their kids basically just trying to figure this shit out. They had bad role models growing up. They really don't know. They have bad social skills. They really don't know how to act or behave around the opposite sex. And a lot of these kids have gotten married. They are adults and they've gotten married over the years. And they're basically just trying to figure out how the marriage is supposed to go. You know, a lot of them are going to counseling, you know, or trying to get advice from other people. Some of them are coming online because they just don't know. That's the thing. You have to be taught the majority of things in life. There's some things that can't be taught, but the majority of things you have to be taught. Someone has to actually show you how to do it. You have to actually see it. You have to see it to believe it. That's most people. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not necessarily one of those people that I have to see everything to believe it. You know, because I have such a strong faith and belief in myself, and I love myself so much, I can just read a fucking book or look at a video series and I can take off from just that. I don't need much hand holding. Yeah, I might need to ask a question here and there or whatever, but I'm pretty self-motivated. I don't really need a lot of hand holding, and I don't have to answer a lot of questions. And see, what I've discovered is most of the people that need a lot of hand holding and the people that ask a lot of questions usually don't do anything. They usually don't do anything. You've been to some type of job function, maybe a conference, or you've been somewhere or you will go somewhere where it's a pretty nice crowd of people. It's probably going to be at your job. or a conference room, y'all in there, somebody speaking, and afterwards you get to ask questions. Most of the time, the people in there that's asking the most questions, it's always at least one person that got more questions than anybody else. A lot of these people they just want to hear themselves talk because they don't get to be heard. And most of those people, they end up not doing anything. They just want to ask questions and be heard and be seen and get attention. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of young people have these types of experiences. It's because they didn't get the attention that they should have gotten when they were younger because they had bad role models. You know, because the mom wasn't shit and the dad wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because in most cases, you had two people that came together that really didn't like each other. And, you know, it only took one night, probably 1 hour or 30 minutes for them to make a little girl and a little boy, a little baby. You know, only took 30 minutes, or maybe less, maybe 10 minutes, or maybe 1 minute. It might be a minute, man. I don't know. You understand my point. But it only took a couple minutes to make a baby. And these two people really didn't like each other. They never really got along. And they all they did is just think about themselves. They were too selfish. They didn't think about the kids. So then there's a good chance if them two adults don't get along, them kids is gonna suffer. That's just what it is. I'm not saying it's right, but that's usually how it goes. You know what I'm saying? And you got people that just think about themselves. They're too selfish. You know? So at the end of the day, where is the benefit when it comes to hanging around a bunch of women? There is no benefit. Because, see, women don't take care of a woman like that. Unless it's a stud. And even the stud don't even take care of you like that. The stud, they beat the hell out of them damn women. So there is no real benefit.
Do you find yourself struggling to meet women through online dating apps? Are you tired of constantly swiping left with no success and not knowing what to say to get the attention of a woman? Look no further. Our expert tips and tricks will give you the confidence you need to succeed in the online dating world. It's time to start taking control of your dating life and master the art of online dating. Imagine meeting some of the most attractive women in the world. Our game-changing program will help you navigate the world of online dating with confidence and charm. From creating a standout profile to crafting the perfect message, we've got you covered every step of the way. Our program covers everything you need to know to make a lasting impression. Say goodbye to endless swiping and hello to meaningful connections with the women of your dreams. Join the countless men who have found success in meeting women through online dating by following our time-tested and proven strategies. Take the first step towards improving your dating life today. Master the art of online dating and take your game to the next level. With our proven strategies, you'll be a pro at online dating in no time. So don't wait. Go to onlinedatingfordummies.com and get started today. And take control of your dating life, and you'll be light years ahead of most men with our groundbreaking program. Get ready to swipe right with confidence and watch your success explode. So don't wait. Get started today by going to onlinedatingfordummies.com and take the first step towards finding your perfect match.
Tangible benefit hanging around a woman, even being in a relationship with a woman, is no benefit. Them relationships almost fail miserably. You know, if being in a relationship with another woman, those relationships fail miserably. I'm talking like it ain't even close. You know, I don't know any woman that's been with another woman that's still together today. I mean, there's very few of those relationships, same-sex relationships, but I don't know any woman those relationships, they don't last, and they're very toxic and violent. So where is the benefit? There ain't none. You just got a bunch of women that like to hang out and have a good time and get drunk and have sex with random guys. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And if that's what a lot of women want, well, say that. That's okay. But don't try to live the double life. Don't try to act like we supposed, like every guy is supposed to be cool with it, and y'all control freaks. You just don't like women. No, that ain't the case. Certain women, I just don't like women that are dishonest. I don't like women that lay up with a bunch of dudes, and now a couple years go by, and now she got medical problems and health problems because all of the smoking and drinking and getting high, and now she got cervix cancer now, and now I got to deal with all that bullshit that you did 5-10 years ago. No, I'm not gonna be cool with that shit. And now you overweight, and I'm supposed to be cool with that now. No, I ain't gonna be cool with it. I can't go along with everything now. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of women out here today, they don't want to be accountable at all. It's like everything is cool until you say, hey, you need to lose weight. You're too big. You know, your stomach too big. You know, you need to take a shower, take a bath or something, you know. And then all of a sudden, that's when the attitude comes. What? Why are you saying that? Because you don't smell good, you know. And then you got some of these women out here will brag about not having to wear deodorant. Bitch, you need to put on some deodorant. Your ass is stinking. That ain't no flex. That ain't nothing to brag about. You need to put on some damn deodorant. You know, you got a lot of women out here that have bad hygiene. Every time I go to Walmart, Target, or the grocery store, I smell a stinky woman. That almost never happened when I was growing up. I can't remember maybe one woman when I was growing up that was a stinky woman. But today, you can't get away from the stinky women. You go to the gas station, Walmart, Target, Food Lion, or shit, whatever you got in your town, you're gonna smell a stinky woman. You know, now stinky man or whatever, who cares? Shit, I ain't into men like that anyway. But I mean, come on, man. You know, I mean, come on, man. This shit is out of control. A lot of these women are out of control out here, man. You know, and then they get mad when when no guy wants to be around them. Well, the reason why I can pretty much, if I stay around a woman for a couple minutes, I can pretty much figure out why they're single and why the guys usually fucking leave. I mean, they fucking leave because you talk too much. You know, you got to be quiet. You know, nobody, as we get older, a lot of people just don't have patience to be around people that have too many bad habits. And as people get older, they can't afford to be around people that serve no purpose. There's no benefit. That's what happens when you get older. And nobody told me this, by the way. And I just had to experience this on my own. Because, you know, when you're younger, you know, most people hang out with anybody. It don't even matter. You know, you can hang out with the lowest of lows all the way to the best of the best. But as you get older, what's going to happen is you only have but so much free time. And a lot of people be like, look, we can't really afford to hang out with people that ain't really about shit. So you're not really going to hang out. Most couples or most people are not going to really hang out with anybody that ain't about shit. You know, because your time is limited. You got kids, you got responsibilities, you got a mortgage, you got all kind of shit going on once you have a family and start having kids. So you don't really got time for the bullshit games. And some of these same people that's in your age bracket, 40s and 50s and 60s, they still playing games. So what happens is once you figure out that this person is on some bullshit, you just cut them off, move on. You don't even have a conversation with them like you used to, like when you was in the 20s and 30s, because it's a fucking waste of time, because this person ain't gonna fucking change. They in the 40s and 50s and 60s, they ain't gonna change shit. Probably gonna be like that for the rest of their life. So it's just best to move on and find somebody else. And people know what they doing. They ain't stupid. People know when they ain't shit. You don't gotta tell them that. They know when they fat. You don't gotta tell them that. They know when they have bad hygiene or they nasty and lazy and don't want to take time to bathe and put on deodorant. They know. You don't gotta tell them. They already know they stinking. But they're just lazy as hell. They want you to come over to their house after, when they get off work, and they want you to dive in between their legs, and they've been at work for 8, 9, 10 hours, and they come home and ain't take no shower, and they want you to dive between their legs, and you've been to work all goddamn day, and they've been to work all goddamn day, and they don't think anything wrong with that. And then they'll go to bed and still won't take a shower. And if you say something to them about that, they'll be like, "Oh, you, I'm clean, ain't that wrong? Bitch, you been in that stinking ass office for 8, 10 hours, 12 hours today, in that hot ass sun, and you think you fresh, nice and fresh, and I'm supposed to come over here and kiss up on you, and have sex, and everything's supposed to be cool. It don't work that way. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? No, it don't work that way. This is why I say women today are different. They're built different. You know what I'm saying? To me, and a lot of this I blame on the guys, because a lot of guys go along with this shit. A lot of guys don't have a problem with a woman being overweight today. It's not the way it used to be, but today a lot of guys go along to get along, and they don't want to ruffle no feathers. So today it's easy to sell women on the line. It's kind of like, I call it the Steve Harvey effect, where Steve Harvey sold, I don't know, I think he wrote like 2 or 3 books catering to women's egos, basically. And basically Steve Harvey was saying, hey, you're not that bad. It ain't your fault. He just doesn't see your value in what you bring to the table. That's all it is. You're not that bad. And he's right. He don't see what this broad brings to the table. And we don't understand this broad. We don't want her. People tend not to want what they don't understand. He's right about that part. But he doesn't say that she need to upgrade herself. She need to become a better woman. He never said that in the book. But everything he said was correct in the book, but it's fluff. Most of the book was, some of the stuff was true and the rest was fluff. It was like a 50-50 type book. And that's what women like to hear. He never once in his book told women that, hey, you need to take responsibility for your actions and the decision you made. He never once said that. He just said, oh, it's the guy's fault. The guys don't understand what you bring to the table. That's why they just don't understand women like you. That's the type of shit that women that eat, you can eat women up with that. They sell them fluff. You know, don't blame them. Don't tell them to take full responsibility for anything. If you sell the fluff, women, they'll eat. You eat women up with that. They'll buy all your goddamn books. You know, that's the Steve Harvey effect. It works. It works online. That's just like that guy. I forgot this guy online. He's from Atlanta. He's mastered that Steve Harvey effect. Just sell them fluff. Give them 50% truth and the other 50% fluff. Don't tell them what to do. Just tell them, hey, they don't see your value. The guys don't see your value. They don't understand you. That's why you single. And don't tell them to take responsibility for their life. You know what I'm saying? Never do that. You know, and never tell them really what to do either. Just tell them why they single and why it probably didn't work out. And just keep them going. Kind of keep them in limbo. And a lot of women will eat that up, you know. And by the time they catch on, 3-5 years might go by, and you already made all your goddamn money off them. So they can leave, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Steve Harvey did. Steve Harvey had probably like a good 7-10 year run. Yeah, he had a good 7-10 year run. I mean, them damn books were flying off the shelf, man. You know, that shit, so it got to sell. His book sales got to be over 1 million copies. Got to be. But he came out with like probably 2 or 3 books. One was Think Like a Man type of shit. I forgot the name of the title. But he had like at least 2 of those books. Them shits had to sell at least over 1 million copies. You know. Then he came out with a 3rd book, but that wasn't necessarily a relationship book. It was more of a like personal development. But Steve Harvey had like a good 7-10 year book run. Yeah, he knew, somebody knew what they was doing. I don't know if it was him directly, because you know I don't think he wrote the book. I think he probably got a ghostwriter or something like that. And somebody was smart enough to tell him, hey, this is the direction we're going with this book. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to take off. And somebody was smart, you know, depending on how you look at it. You know, you might say this motherfucker was corrupt, but you know, depending on how you want to look at it, somebody got in Steve's ear and said, hey, this is how you want to go. You want to target women with this book, and you want to, don't tell them what to do. Just tell them why they single, why it didn't work out, and you know, and sell them fluff. You know, tell them and kind of go in on the guys. Don't go too hard on the guys, but going on the guys and tell the guys that, hey, y'all need to step it up and take responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And and plus Steve was having pop-ups. He had a full book launch now. He was going city to city when the book came out. He was having like workshops, if I'm not mistaken, and book signings and all that shit. And I saw a couple interviews, you know, and he was on the show. He had the show going on at the same time. And whenever they asked Steve any tough questions, you know, like stuff like, well, what do you think about independent women and them having jobs and having their own jobs and own money, own car, clothes, house, and all that shit? Steve was like, well, ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what she want, but that don't mean she have to be single. You know what I'm saying? He always had an answer, a good you know, good response. You know, but he would never go in on the women. Never. You know, he would, if he was say a little, he would throw on a little jab, but then he would go back to the guys. Hey, the guy needs to step it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know a lot of women have issues, but the guy needs to step it up, man. It's always the guy's fault. He would never, ever say, hey, a lot of these women need to take responsibility for their life, their actions, their decisions, their bastard ass kids. He never would say anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Never. He would never say a lot of these women travel in packs. What's the benefit? Never. Never. I mean, he would never even mention anything like that. So somebody, plan a good strategy when it came to his book launch, for sure. So hey, like, share this episode, tell me what you think below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Do you find yourself struggling to meet women through online dating apps? Are you tired of constantly swiping left with no success and not knowing what to say to get the attention of a woman? Look no further. Our expert tips and tricks will give you the confidence you need to succeed in the online dating world. It's time to start taking control of your dating life and master the art of online dating. Imagine meeting some of the most attractive women in the world. Our game-changing program will help you navigate the world of online dating with confidence and charm. From creating a standout profile to crafting the perfect message, we've got you covered every step of the way. Our program covers everything you need to know to make a lasting impression. Say goodbye to endless swiping and hello to meaningful connections with the women of your dreams. Join the countless men who have found success in meeting women through online dating by following our time-tested and proven strategies. Take the first step towards improving your dating life today. Master the art of online dating and take your game to the next level. With our proven strategies, you'll be a pro at online dating in no time. So don't wait. Go to onlinedatingfordummies.com and get started today. And take control of your dating life, and you'll be light years ahead of most men with our groundbreaking program. Get ready to swipe right with confidence and watch your success explode. So don't wait. Get started today by going to onlinedatingfordummies.com and take the first step towards finding your perfect match.